second tip. Prepare yourself to sell. It's something you can learn. I remember an old friend worked at a high-end audio video store and had to do all kinds of sales training as part of his job. I would have hated it, but I will always remember one thing he came away with. If you can get the customer to utter one word, then the sale should be sealed. The point was that once they opened up and showed some interest or revealed something about themselves, that was enough of an invitation to do your thing. I used to have a philosophy that the work should sell itself. I hated being pushy. But as the maker and designer, you are full of information the buyer wants to hear, and it has taken me years to figure out how valuable your voice can be in making more sales. Not selling, just talking. At large trade shows, I needed not only to sell the line, but also define the brand. People came in asking for the spiel, and at first I didn't know what to say. I was trying to seem bigger than I was, surrounded by all these huge companies from all over the world, and really what I was offering was that I was small. Now, I proudly announce that I am a small business, that the work is designed by me and is all made in our studio, start to finish. It is a great time to be a local small maker because consumers want local handmade things, and stores who don't carry them are foolish not to meet this demand. I have learned that it is really important to put my work out in front of people as a body of work and display it as I want it displayed. This can show stores how best to showcase your work and inspire users to use the item in their homes. Customers want to meet the maker and hear how a work was made, what inspired you, and feel your personality. To spend time coming up with the spiel is really important to describe your brand and line in one sentence. The second half of selling is also important. To direct customers, I always try to wrap or package things nicely. Find out what they are intending to do with it, how they found me, and if they want to keep in touch. I remember being in New York City where I made a small purchase. The clerk asked if I would prefer paper or a cloth bag. Of course, I chose cloth. She wrapped it tenderly and then walked me out of the door, holding my arm, and thanked me sincerely for coming. I have been back to that store and bought something every time I'm in New York since then. I have learned that people like to feel special, and that is something that as a small business or maker, we can give them. The packing materials you choose, the thank you cards and brochures you send with the order will help you secure another order. And that communication is important. Once the order is confirmed, send an email confirming it with a target ship date. I have lots of repeat customers who purchase from all over, and they like that I make it easy for them, respond and ship quickly, and have somehow built up a relationship with a few of them without ever meeting them. I also try to follow up with wholesale orders after they are placed to confirm. So I have learned that I should always be following up orders and supporting reorders. Ask how it went. So many stores never follow up that email blasts, mailings, and direct mails are pretty important.